Alright, well, this is going to be a very long process because all I have is non-power tools. So we're gonna have to do this old-fashioned. So just hang in there, you know. Yeah, I guess I can run you through what I'm using. So I have independent bolts. They have little pentagrams on them. They're very cool, very cool. Match my sweatshirt. My sweatshirt got pentagrams on them. If you're wondering, this sweatshirt is from Stay Sick. Yes, it is. So you got the little pentagram right there. Matches. I have 53 bones, STF. Street Tech Formula. I almost forgot what that stood for. Stood. What it stood for? I don't know. Comment down below. Standard, or stood? I think it stood. English wasn't my best subject, even though it's the only language I know. I failed like every single English class I ever took. English is hard, you know, like grammar, where to put commas, when to know it's a run-on sentence and when to know it's not. Like in that whole sentence I just said, I don't know where to put a comma. So yeah, here we got, these are indie hollows. So the kingpin is hollow, you can't even see it, and the axle is hollow, so it makes them super light. My bearings, I believe, are Bronsons. Yes, they are Bronson bearings. Boom, one down. Yeah, I know this board looks like brand new, this one that I'm taking off, but it cracked, and you know, I don't want Snow White to snap in half, you know, because eventually, long down the road, I want to get all, because I keep all my old like grip tapes and stuff that I've done, so like eventually down the road I want to cut the nose and tail off, or like where, not just the nose and tail, but cut like where the like art is, and then I want to like kind of redo each grip because some of them are kind of dirty, and then like have like a art show type thing, you know. Maybe sell them too after I make them all like fancy. Drop the screwdriver. Yeah, I think that would be pretty sick. Like I wanted to like I would cut the nose and tail off of the boards, and then I want to buy like frames, like picture frames, and then like break the picture frames and then make like cooler frames around the skateboard. It sounds very confusing, but like I figured it all out in my head, and it seems pretty cool. I can show you with this board like what my brain is thinking, because sometimes I confuse people, I think. I don't know why. My brain is too advanced for myself. So, what I was thinking was cutting so like this one right here, I would cut right here, right? I would cut it off, boom. Then I would cut probably like right here off, right there, boom, cut that off. Then I would go buy like a picture frame, like a big one, big picture frame, and like break it, and then I would like wood glue to the sides, you know, like a bunch of like picture frame stuff. Like I'd get matching picture frames and like put them all together, and then a picture frame there, and then there, you know, like, so it's like framed, but it's like a skateboard frame. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know, comment down below if you understand. Because it's pretty confusing. Alright. That wasn't too long, right? No, not at all. So, the question I get all the time is what kind of, like, markers I use on my grip tape. So, I use a combination of 2 different markers. I use Sharpie paint pens. That's like, I use the oil-based ones. I use those for like outlines and like shading. But then I also use Posca paint pens, which are water-based. And I also use those for shading and like skin tones. They have a great skin tone pack that I use, and that's how I do all like the skin tones there that you see behind me. So yeah. And then, you know, you just can't, like, with doing grip tape art, you just can't be, don't be too hard, like, because like the felt like tips aren't very tough. So you gotta be like very gentle. Make sure there's like a lot of like paint first before you just full send and like start like going really hard on the grip. But yeah, that bolt doesn't fit apparently. Yeah, and then, well yeah, like I said, my board is broken. This is just all freestyle, by the way. This is a one take thing. I'm just going full send. Whatever. You know, I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm bored. I'm bored right now. Nothing to do, so might as well set up a new board. Like, I hurt my thigh. I think I pulled a muscle last time I skated. And that's when I broke, like when it cracked. It cracked, I was skating, and I've tried, I think it was either the hard flip or the tray flip, down some stairs, but yeah, I think it was the hard flip, because I really stomped that, like one foot stomped it, you know, like when you kind of kick out, and you don't fully go for it, and that one foot lands on it, and yeah, that's what I did. I just gotta fully commit to each trick I try, you know. Like, yeah, like that's one thing I've learned with like skateboarding is like, if you don't commit every try, like that's like how you get hurt, you know. I also got my comfy sweats on today, you know. Gotta stay cozy. But yeah, like, so, I'm gonna go into, it's a little bit of anime talk here. I was watching Soul Eater, right? It's a great anime. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend. It's not that long. I mean, I finished in like maybe a week, if that. It's like 4 parts on Funimation, and I think there's 2 seasons on. No, it's 4 parts on Netflix, 2 seasons on Funimation. I had it backwards, but yeah, I was watching it. I don't want to like spoil anything, but like the villain at the end is like one of my favorite villains, like of any anime. It's like very underrated. Like nobody ever talks about him, but like that dude like speaks the truth. Like I was like, dang, this is like real, you know. Like pretty much like he said fear is all from like imagination, you know. Like imagining pain or future pain is what scares us the most, because like pain in the present can be dealt with. And I was like, dang, that hit hard. you know. I was like, that's like so true with like skateboarding, you know. Because most of the time we won't try a trick because you know we don't want to get hurt. We think about the worst case scenarios, and then we just don't want to do it. So yeah, I was like, dang, that's deep, you know. And yeah, I was like, very underrated though, because you don't really see that villain really anywhere. Like I don't see people like dressing up as him. I don't see like a lot of art of him. Yeah, so I don't know. I thought he was really cool. I'll probably draw him on one of my future grip tapes. So stay tuned if you're a Soul Eater fan. So I do have. It was a very hard decision what board I wanted to set up. I wanted to set up my Dark Mark board or Death the Kid. If you didn't know, Death the Kid is from Soul Eater. He holds his guns upside down. He's very cool. He's very funny. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, he's great. He's a great character. I recommend it. But yeah, with that, that's how the tool goes, right? Like that. There you go. So yeah, with that, the board is all set up now. And it's nice and light, just like I like it, you know. I like my board's light, you know. I switched down from a 7/7 or from an 8 to a 7/7 just because it's easier to flick. But yeah, that was a fuzz. Well, that's the video, and I should be filming more because literally I have nothing else to do. So like, comment, subscribe, and check my Instagram for when I'm going to be posting again, because I'm going to post it all on my Instagram, and all my Instagram and stuff will be in the description below. Sorry this was so awkward. I haven't filmed a video in months, so yeah.